one of the highest high passes in the world, and then on the final day, which we call the day of the achievement, that is what you are here for, that's Umlingla day. So that's the highest motorable road in the world, and that has a height of 5798 meters, which means it is higher than the Everest Base Camp. So if anybody tells you that he's been to base camp, tell them that you have been to Himalayas with your motorbike at the highest point. So the first high pass is tomorrow. Then on the 7th day of the ride, it is going to be the highest pass of the Spiti Valley circuit. Now coming on to the map, I did brief you when we were in Delhi. So this is the Spiti Valley circuit, and the 7th day of the ride, here it is. So this is going to be the highest pass of this whole loop, and this loop is the Spiti Valley circuit. So this is 4,550 meters. So that is more than 15,500 feet. And this pass is dedicated to a deity in the Himalayas, deity in the Himalayas. Buddhist people worship there, and it has a very nice shrine at the top of the pass. So we all go there, we spend some time, take pictures, then again we are going down the hill, and then we are going to Moon Lake. So Moon Lake, it's like a sacred lake in the Himalayas at a height of 14,500 feet, and it's a must visit. However, you have to track it up to the lake, so there is a certain point where you park your bikes and then you start trekking. So I would recommend you guys, if any one of you feel that okay, you don't need to go there, but my recommendation would be you should go there. It's just mesmerizing. And then we'll be also covering the highest motorable village in Asia, which is connected to a motorable road. So that's somewhere here, after Kaza. So that is, the name of the village is Komik. And Komik has a height of 15,500 feet. So again, almost to 4,500 meters. And after Komik, we are going to the highest post office in the world. So we'll be stopping there. Again, that has a height of like 13,500 feet. So we'll be stopping there. We'll spend some time out there, and if you want to buy the postcard and want to send it to your loved ones, your friends, your riding mates, so you can do that. So that is going to be one of your, again, achievements there. And guys, when we are at Kaza and we start riding up the hill, so after Nako is actually the gateway to the Spiti Valley. So we spend the night at Nako in a hotel, and then we start riding up the hill. Next morning, we are going to the Giyu Monastery. Giyu Monastery has that 500-year-old mummy, which is believed to be a Buddhist monk who is still meditating as per the local belief. So we are going there, and then we start riding up the hill. So we'll be at 10,000 feet, and then we'll start riding, and where we are setting up our another day of camping, our own camps. So that has a height of 15,500 feet, so almost 4,500 meters. So that's where we are sleeping. However, when you make it to the top, you get to see the actual view of the Tibetan plateau. And it's just massive, it's just mesmerizing. So that is going to be a day when you will be fascinated with the roads, with the view, with the landscape. So we sleep there, and then we go to the highest post office, highest village. We come down to the town, and we sleep at a hotel almost at a height of 12,000 feet. So from the third day onwards, we'll be mostly riding above 12,000 feet or above 10,000 feet. So 10,000 feet is the ground level that from third day onwards we'll be above 10,000 feet, and we'll be mostly riding along the Indo-China border or close to the Indo-China border. So the line which you see here, it is it's not complete, but this is like the Indo-China border. And when you are at this place, This place, Sumbo. So Sumbo is like around only 3 to 4 kilometers from the border. So if you have a Chinese visa, you can go there. So this is going to be the Spiti Valley circuit for 9 days, and then we'll be again back on the Leh-Manali highway. So Leh-Manali highway, you see there is a very close distance between these 2 points. So the mountains, what you see over there. So that's the point. It has a tunnel, you just cross the tunnel and you will make it to the point what you are going to do after 9 days of riding. So just to cover the Spiti Valley circuit, we are doing this too. And then we will be on the Leh-Manali highway. And Leh-Manali highway is going to have 3 to 4 high passes. So the first high pass would be Nakila, which would be here somewhere on the 8th day of the 8th day of the ride. So that has a height of around 15,500 feet. And then there would be next pass known as La Chungla, that has a height of 16,500 feet. Then we reach Sarchu. So Sarchu is a kind of night halt. It is the distance from Sisu, where we end up at this Leh-Manali highway after this circuit, has a distance of 365 kilometers to make it to Leh. So we cannot do it in one day. So we are just spending a night halt at Sarchu, which is a point, a kind of base camp where you just have to see the camps and everything. So nothing around there, no inhabitation. 100 kilometers this way, 100 kilometers that way, just nothing. It's the extreme remote Himalayas. And that has a height of 13,500 feet. And there would be, guys, some places where you see that the height is not that much, but still you feel that you are running short of breaths. And there would be places when you see that the height is too much and still you feel comfortable. So it's just the geography of that particular region, that particular area does not have the sufficient, or you can say good amount of oxygen in the atmosphere. So that would be the scenario. However, if you feel anything that you are running short of breaths, so guys, it's normal. The oxygen level goes down to 60, 65. You don't need to worry about it. The only thing you need to worry about is keep taking the water, keep taking the electrolytes, and if you face any problem like running short of breaths, we have some medication, so we'll provide it to you. And the most common symptom of the altitude sickness, you're gonna get the headache. Or when you walk, when you do your stuff, you will be like feeling the heavy breaths. So these are the most common symptoms of the altitude sickness. So guys, as I said that right now we are at the Leh-Manali highway. So I spoke about 3 high passes, and then there is going to be the highest pass of that particular route or the whole trip till Leh. So that is going to be Tenglangla. So Tenglangla is a kind of barrier or a kind of gateway for Leh Ladakh Valley. So that has a height of 17,500 feet. That is almost more than 5,000 meters. So it's 5,300 meters. So that is the highest pass when you make it to the Leh. And when we reach Leh, so guys, Leh is a kind of base camp for us because we need to go to the highest motorable road. So we are having a rest day because we'll be riding for last 10 days and everyone is gonna get exhausted. So we have kept a rest day. So that is going to be a rest day for you guys, and that is where we are exchanging our bikes as well. So when we exchange our bikes, we are going to have new sets of bikes there from the local vendor because we cannot ride the same bikes there, being it a business monopoly with the motorbike unions there.
Are they the same bikes?
Same bike.
Same bikes?
Yes, same bikes.
Okay, cool.
So you will have the 450s, but a different set of bikes. And then we spend our night there, we spend our rest day there, and next morning we gear up, and that's when we are heading towards the highest motorable road. But before making to the top of the highest motorable road, we'll be spending a night at Hanle. So Hanle, it's somewhere here, you see this point. And it is located at an extreme remote place. It is a strategic point between India and China, so very close to the border. And Hanle has the world's highest, or maybe the second highest, telescopic observatory. So that's where, so you're not allowed to enter inside the observatory, but you can roam around, you can take pictures, you can go close to the point. And we spend our night there, guys, in Hanle, and next morning that's your day. So you hit the highest motorable road of the world, and that's Umlingla, 5798 meters higher than the Everest Base camp. And guys, the last 3 days of riding, they'll be just unforgettable, because the kind of landscape you are going to see and the kind of massiveness what you are going to see, it's just huge. You are at the top of the world, at the top of the pass, and you see just everything around you looks like a portrait, and everything is just down to you. You are at the top. So that is going to be a mesmerizing experience. And when we come back to Hanle, we spend our night there, we are coming back to lake, and then I'm going to throw a party for you guys. So that is going to be our farewell day. So this is about the 15 days of ride. Now talking about the accommodation, I already told you guys that we try to keep it a kind of experience for you guys. So we start from a hotel, we go to a camping site, then go to a hotel, then again a camping site, then we have a Swiss tent, then we have a hotel. So we try to create an experience for you guys instead of moving from one hotel to another. And I'm glad to let you know guys, know about it, that we are the only company in the Himalayas which has such a pattern that we set up our own camps. We travel with all the logistics, kitchen tent, support staff, kitchen staff, and everything. So if you guys wanna join someone in the kitchen, you can do that. So this is going to be about the accommodation. I already told you about the weather, terrain, and everything. Now talking about the beers. So today's beers are from my side, and you can buy me one later.
Tell you what, I'm going to cut it there. If you like what you saw, make sure you hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Alright, keep them together.